I've written a lot of music where I only use 2 chords. It took a long time to figure out how to get rid of that comfort. You get comfortable with a repetition of just playing the same thing over and over again, like. And so that song I filled with a lot of lyrics. And a lot of songs I've written have been like that. But when I wrote my blues composition, that's really when I derived my method for writing music, in that I would. So this is what I've been writing like recently, the last few days, and it's. But that's boring to me. So I get comfortable with that. I just want to do, I don't know where to go, because I just get drawn into that repetition. So what I do is I cut it down to 1 repeat. Don't even repeat it actually. And so even if I play 1 chord and I do 4 strums, then I don't want to repeat the structure of that. And so it goes into like. Something like that. And that's where I'm taking that currently. But where does it go from there? See, then you get stuck trying to piece together the same things, and you gotta throw something just strange in, so it's not just the same. When I wrote my blues composition, I put like 50 different melodies into that thing and just worked on it non-stop. And then you would keep doing that same structure. It drives you nuts. Put your guitar down, come back an hour later, 15, 20 seconds later, you just put it down. Anything that keeps you picking it up to try and generate that spark in your mind of like a recollective structure. You're fresh, so then you're going to come up with something a little bit differently to add to it. And that keeps you from, gosh, a lot of music today is just the same shit. What really turks me, though, is when it's the same lyrics over and over again. I'm walking through a store. It's like, how many times are you going to tell me the same thing? It drives me nuts. And so a lot of pretty much, I never used choruses in any of the songs that I ever wrote. I never put a chorus in. Only a few songs out of the, 120 or something that I wrote. As much as I calculated, it's like 100. But I used to have a list of them. That's gone. You keep the ones that are important to you over time. And so that's kind of how you get rid of repetition. You take what feels comfortable and then you cut it in half until you're uncomfortable, and it ends soon. So then it tells you where it should go. And when it tells you where it should go, then you try to have that as well. And then you start creating bridges in between those chords that you cut in half, or the, I don't know, measures or whatever you cut in half. I'm not taking it into music theory. But that's just eventually what you come out with is a piece of music completely inconsistent, and people don't know what to expect. And a lot of times you play it at an open mic, you get really mixed reviews. It's really interesting. But there ain't even open mics anymore because of COVID, so I have nowhere to go and play music for people. I have yet to play this for anybody, this guitar. Except at the park. There's some little kid stopped by and asked me what he was doing. Or what I was doing. Like, what are you doing? I'm just playing music. He had never seen a musician before. And that's sad. He had no idea what I was.